remembers that TikTok? The fear of looking stupid is holding you back. We made sounds with that audio, and some people actually did make content that did go viral. Did you create content? Well, today we're going to be talking about the fear of being seen. Hi, my loves, I'm Ejilechi, and on this channel, I talk about personal development, beauty, lifestyle, fashion. I'm hoping you love the vibe and subscribe. I have a personal goal to build my community and get at least 1,000 subscribers before the end of this month. It will definitely mean a lot to me if you subscribe to my channel. Yes, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about fear. Fear is seen to hold a lot of people back. Let me get a little bit real and personal with you guys. I myself have been held back by fear for a while now, and by the grace of God and a lot of mindset shifts, I'm conquering my fears and I'm doing the things that I had wanted to do for so long. I had a fear of starting my YouTube channel because I had a fear of being seen trying, and right now I'll tell you that I have about 700 and something subscribers on my channel. But if I didn't start my YouTube channel, I would have 0 subscribers right now. I wouldn't even be on YouTube and time will still pass. But right now I can tell you I faced my fear and I'm getting towards having 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. What are you so afraid of? Fear is a constant feeling that almost everybody feels. Who believe that ancestors had a fear of dying, had a fear of different things happening to them, and so they stayed back indoors, they stayed back at one place and tried to be safe and not let harmful things happen to them. And that has really evolved and had made fear being innate in every single person. Some people have been able to conquer their fears more than others, but fear still manifests today in different forms. Because I'm a content creator, therefore I'm going to be talking about fear surrounding creating content and all of that. For us, some certain fears that really comes to light is the fear of rejection, the fear of being seen trying, the fear of being perceived, the fear of being vulnerable. And yeah, that's like the ones I can just think about off my head right now. And let us break these things down and let us talk about them, because in this video I'm going to talk about these fears and I'm going to tell you how you can be able to conquer these fears and live your best life and be able to do the things that you really want to do. Because trust me, you're going to think of your life 10, 20, 40, 50 years from now and feel like you haven't lived, and you are going to be so angry with yourself because you had the opportunity to make the best out of life and you let fear stop you. First of all, let's talk about fear of rejection. How do you know that you're going to be rejected? How do you know that people are not going to like you? So you just sit back and not go ahead and do it because you feel like not doing it is going to avoid the fact that people might not like you, and you're going to be comfortable and you're just going to be there. The crazy thing about this is that you just sit down and do nothing and you self-hate at the end of the day. You look at people doing things and you might hate on those people, or you can compare your life, or you can be like, oh, I should be doing this, or they're not doing it well. At the end of the day, you might feel very sad with yourself, and your self-confidence and self-esteem is going to be really low because you cannot compare your life with the things that you've said in your head that you're going to do. You're just there moping and there's nothing exciting about life. Definitely you're not going to be liked by everybody. Even Jesus Christ wasn't liked by everybody. And sometimes you look at ourselves and we can find a lot of faults with ourselves, and you're like, oh, I'm not pretty enough, oh, my eyes are this way, oh, my skin color, I'm too dark, I'm too light. I see a lot of creators that their dark skin or the very thing that is very peculiar about them is the reason why they are so loved. Therefore, you can have a bad teeth, have like a bad smile, have something that you feel like is not pretty about you, and that might eventually turn out to be your brand, or that might eventually turn out to be what people actually do like about you. Think about that. And also, I would also suggest that if there are ways that you can fix these things that you feel like are not all right about you, when I mean fix, I would say things that are fixable. You feel like your teeth isn't really cool, you could wear braces, do something to fix it And one wonderful thing that you can do as well is to embrace the thing that you're so insecure about, because just like I earlier said, that might be the thing that people will gravitate towards. If you're really dark skinned, there are a lot of dark skinned people that are looking for creators that are also dark skinned that they can emulate. That okay, there are not a lot of creators this way, and they see you, yay, doing the thing that they are so scared of. You can be someone that can help boost somebody else's confidence, somebody who maybe has the same traits, has the same thing that you have that they are insecure about, and they see you doing your thing and they commend you and they like you, and yes, you grow your community from there. So you don't really have to be scared of being rejected, because if you don't try, you will never know. I've seen a lot of creators that had the fear of being rejected, and when they went ahead to face their fears and actually came out and posted their video, and you might really not get liked first instance, and sometimes you have to really be consistent and believe in yourself as well, and at the end of the day it might eventually pay off. So you really don't need to let the fear of being rejected hold you back. Then again, the fear of being perceived as well, it's also one thing that most people don't really want. They don't want their values, they don't want their life to be probed, they don't want people to know about them. But sometimes if you're not so authentic with your audience, you might not really get this great connection with people. There are so many people that are going through the same thing that you're going through right now, and if they can just hear from you, they just really want to hear someone else say the same things that they are going through right now, and they connect with you. I see this a lot, especially on TikTok, where people go viral by just talking about something that happened to them, something fun about their childhood, or something they are passionate about, and they find like-minded people that are passionate about the same thing, and they go viral and create a life out of that content on TikTok. And then let me also talk about my own very fear, that was the fear of being seen trying. Sometimes really don't want people to see that, oh, she's trying to be an influencer, she's trying to be a YouTuber, she's trying to be all these things. And yes, trying something for the first time, it might be obvious that yes, that's your first video on YouTube, that's your first video on that platform, you're trying so hard on something, and you might not be great at it at first, but when you keep at it, you eventually get better with it. And sometimes people don't necessarily care. People are so busy with what's happening in their life that they might just see a video and they're like, oh, okay, Ejilechi has a video on YouTube now, and then they keep going, and it's just a little tiny bit of their day that they might not necessarily think about it anymore. But that very single video is so important in your life, because it just starts off your YouTube career, your content creation career, and makes you get better videos, and you get better at your game and at what you do. So it is important that we face our fears most times head on, because if we don't, fear is something that is going to show itself in different forms and different areas of our life if we don't face it head on. Just like Rihanna said, what do you do on those days when you don't feel fearless? You pretend. Sometimes you can just pretend to be confident even when you're not confident, and when you keep practicing on something, when you gain experience in that thing, you end up building that confidence in yourself, because you have experience in it and you can move ahead with it. At this point in life, I think it is time for you to know that being afraid is not a valid reason for you to not do what you want to do. What are you going to tell your kids? What are you going to tell yourself when you're old and gray? That you were so scared, that's why you didn't start a YouTube channel. That you were so scared, that's why you didn't chase your dreams. You were so scared, that's why you didn't start that business. That's why you didn't do the things that you really wanted to do in life. Is that what you're going to tell yourself when you're 50 years old, when you're 90 years old? Facing your fears is really very beautiful, because when you eventually do that video and you do that thing that you want to do and you post it, you see that it's not really even just a big deal. It's not a big deal. And one other thing that can help is for you to prepare. Probably you're scared of, creating content because you're not experienced. You can start practicing, and you might not necessarily post your videos at first, but practicing a lot is going to help you be better at creating content. And when you actually create the content that you want to post, then you might not actually look so inexperienced, if you get what I mean. If you don't, manifest, if you don't show yourself, nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna see you. Nobody's gonna notice you. And if nobody notices you, then you're just gonna be comfortable and be where you are, be so small, be so little, and not be who you want to be. If you want to be that person that is extraordinary, therefore you need to do extraordinary things. You need to do things that people are not willing to do. You need to think out of the box, and you need to get out of the box right now. Social media is a huge platform right now, and you really want to be on it. If you have this desire in your heart to be a creator, and you feel like that's your calling, that's really what you want to be, I would tell you, and I would try to convince you that you should give it a go, even for fun. It's really, really, really fun, and you don't really know how big it can be. You can end up becoming the biggest African YouTuber, the biggest YouTuber on earth. You could end up being so big, even exceeding your own expectations. So you need to get off your ass and actually get to work. And another thing I would want to talk about is the fear of looking stupid. Sometimes we want to be able to maintain our image, and we feel like people will laugh at me because I am creating content, because I look stupid. Yes, people might actually laugh at you, and sometimes when people laugh at you, they might not even be there with you. They might laugh at you at their homes. They could even laugh at you to your face. But what does it matter? What do you care? Do you care about people that laugh? When you become successful, it's the same people that would want to be friends with you. It's the same people that are going to celebrate you, actually. So you are important in your own journey, and maybe a couple people that support you, that are your friends, and maybe family members that support your journey. Those are the people that are important to you. All you have to do is get to work and do what you really have to do, so that at the end of the day you can say to yourself that you tried this thing that you wanted to do, that you learned from your experiences, and you built your self-confidence. Because that's one thing with facing your fears. When you face your fears and you do what you were so scared of, you eventually find out that it's not really such a big deal, and you have this confidence in yourself. And one thing that helps with this is that you need to put yourself in those positions that you feel like makes you feel cringe, makes you feel stupid. And when you do that and it passes and you're like, I did not die, nothing bad really happened, people just laughed, I was just uncomfortable, it was okay, it was all right, I learned from it, I learned my mistakes, and now I'm better, and I really don't really care. It's not even that bad. Why was I so scared of looking stupid? Be aware that there is something called the fear of being seen, because when you feel like you're not scared, you don't know your problem, and once you don't identify a problem, you are living in denial. So you need to understand that yes, this is actually a thing, and there is a solution for this thing. Solutions are trying this thing, putting yourself in those uncomfortable positions, posting your content, creating your content, posting that content, and not actually giving a hoot, not caring so much about what people think. That is one thing that's going to save you so much in life, is when you come to that mindset realization that you don't really care about what people think, what is not necessary, what people think about you, as long as you believe in yourself so much and you are a good person and you know what you're doing and you know the value that you bring, then definitely there's a space for you, and you can exceed your own expectations. I might be waiting to hear from you, people are waiting to hear from you. So get off your lazy ass, get off your fearful feeling, and get to work. Don't let the fear of being stupid hold you back from achieving the biggest thing that you can achieve in life. Don't let the fear of being stupid hold you back from being the best version of yourself. 50 years from now, 90 years from now, most of the things that you are going to regret are the things that you didn't actually do, because you will feel like you didn't live life. If you want to go on that vacation, you want to talk to this person, you want to go for that interview, you want to start a business, there are so many things that you want to do. You just have a lot of things in your head, but you're just scared of being rejected. You're just scared that people won't like you. You're just scared that people won't watch your videos. You're just scared of it. It's just the feeling. It's just you making up stories in your head. You need to get out of your head and get to work. If I didn't post my first video, I wouldn't be right here right now. You wouldn't be watching this content from me. God is waiting for you to make a move. Nobody's going to make that move for you. Nobody's going to create that content for you. Nobody's going to help you post your videos. You need to get up for yourself and put in the work and do the do, because that's just what you have to do. I want you to also know that it's a safe space out here. You can drop your comments. So let us know in the comment section as well if you had the fear of being seen and you've conquered it, or if you haven't, what kind of content you would like to do, what fear has been holding you back. That's a step. When you put it out there, it's a step for you. We can talk about it in the comment section and all of that. And let me know if you also have something that you want me to talk about, and I will definitely see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.